Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna and I am so excited because I finally have some time to continue with this project that we started, I think last week. I will link the first part in the description, but basically the project is making mini junk journals out of postcards. So the covers are made with postcards and I chose fairy themed postcards, got them from Amazon. And there is a lot of different sets of postcards on Amazon, and so I just wanted to show you guys how the rest of them turned out. I think we made this one on camera, yes, so we made this one on camera, and basically we have a postcard on the front, on the back. They are joined with a piece of fabric. There is a little bit of a fabric and button cluster here, a little label. Then we have, I think I need a little bit more glue here, but we have collaged inside. We have two pockets. Everything is stitched, and I also added a piece of lace to the kind of the spine area to reinforce it and to add a little bit of decoration. And also, if you remember, we left a little bit of gap between the postcards, so this is quite flimsy right now, but we did it because this will allow me to have a little bit more pages and decoration inside of this cover. So this is literally like a little spine. So yeah, so this one we made together, and then we have a few more. Like I said, I wanted to make 5 of those. I still need to add those vellum pockets to those, but just want to show you guys how these turned out, and I think they are so cute. I love this piece of sari silk here, and this one I think just goes so well with the colors. And then this little cutie. I really like it. Okay, so today my idea is that we choose pages, we create our signature. This is going to be a single signature journal, and we either start decorating them and then bind them, or bind them first and then decorate. We will see how we go. But what I have here is, first of all, I have some sheets of coffee stained paper, wonderfully crinkly. I have some coffee stained doilies to add as little half pages. I have these notebook pages, which are super smooth and I love them. I also have here 2 small books. These are my 2 smallest books that I could find, so maybe I will take some pages from these. I love those books. So the Collins Gem Guides and the Observer's books, they are so cute. So these look like this, and the Observer, they also, so this is the book of birds, but they also have flowers and such. So we will choose some pages from this. I also had, where is it? Let me see. Oh yeah, so I had these wonderful, I believe these are like receipts or little ledger paper sheets, which were gifted to me from Sophia from China, and I believe this is written all over in Chinese, and I love the colors, and I just adore them, so I would like to add them too. And I also picked some of my bigger scrapbooking paper scraps to maybe add a little bit of scrapbooking cardstock within the signatures as well. Alrighty, so I think what I'm going to start with maybe is those book pages. So let's see, I already have some coming out of the book. Oh, look at this, you guys, isn't this just stunning? Yeah, so I'm going to choose a book page, and I think, so the rest of the journals I'm going to complete off camera. Yeah, so I'm only going to be taking pages for this first one. and then I will make the rest of them off camera to save time, because I'm basically going to be repeating the same steps over and over. So maybe this bird book page, one of the receipts for sure, and we will fold it so that it fits the cover, one of those, and one doily. So that's kind of it for now. And then when it comes to the coffee stain papers and the scrapbooking paper, I need to measure how large I want my pages to be, and I always like to make my pages just slightly smaller than the cover. So the cover is 4 by 6 inches or 10 by 15 centimeters. So I think I'm going to want to have them 14. Yeah, I'm going to make a note here. So 14 centimeters tall and wide. Let's see. So these are 10. So I think that we could comfortably fit 9 centimeters. Or 18. 18, and then we fold it in half. Okay. So for this, I'm going to take my paper cutter and let's see, 14 and 18. So this is how much? This is 21. So this is 21 and this is, I think, about 29. Yeah. So I'm going to have 14 here. And then 14 on this one as well. So that's how tall my pages are going to be. And then I think maybe one more. So let's go with 4 pages of coffee stain paper. 1 and 2. And if it's too much, if we decide that it's too thick of a signature, before we bind it, we can always, oh, not yet, we can always just remove some of the pages. So now that we have 14, now we also need our 18, and we could also do a little flip outs, but maybe not, because we are already going to have a flip out made from those Chinese receipts. So how is everyone? How was your weekend? I hope you had a wonderful one, relaxing, creative. And I hope you guys will have an amazing week. And I definitely am planning to have more videos for you guys this week than last week. I was a bit busy last week. Okay, just let me make sure. So this is 14 and this is, yeah, seems all right. So I was definitely busy the last week or last couple of weeks with some other things, kind of more administrative, and with making some digitals, which should be coming to the shop soon. And yeah, so I didn't have that much time to film, unfortunately, and to craft in general. But I am hoping this week I will have a chance to craft with you a little bit more. Okay, so we have our 4 pages. We have this one, which I think, yes, it's just the perfect size. We can fold our doily in half and we will bind it like one of the pages. Then we have this book page, which again is just the perfect size. Can you see? We have this one, also a perfect size. And then let's see about this receipt. So I would like to fold it like that. So that's going to be one side, and I will make this other side into a fold out, I think. So this way. So as you can see, this I'm not measuring, I'm just trying to make sure that it will fit in my journal, but kind of comparing it to the size of this page that I already have, and it will fit perfectly. And so we will have this as a fold out. So that's great. Here are our pages. And then for the scrapbooking paper, let me see, how about I choose a piece of this beautiful paper. This is from Maggie Holmes' Flourish collection, and let's cut it at 14. So again, the size, the length of our pages, and we will fold it. You can measure it now. Is it 18? Oh, we actually want to cut this a little bit shorter. So I think 2 pieces of scrapbooking paper per journal, per signature. And I think I'm going to use this one as well, because this is such a stunning paper. I'm not sure which paper pad it comes from, but it's just beautiful, and I just think that birds and butterflies go so well with fairies. Yeah, so like that. So this, for now, I'm going to move aside and use it to make signatures for the other notebooks. All right, now let me fold this one. So this is going to be just a little small page, but very pretty and cute, I think. And then this one, yeah. So I've been meaning to ask, I'm always interested, what if you guys are working on I'm just going to kind of construct those signatures now by matching all of those papers. So yeah, so I was wondering if you guys are working on a junk journal right now, or you are planning to start working on one soon. What's the theme that you are going with? What's the theme that you are currently creating? I always just love to know what people are working on. So as you may know, if you've seen my previous video, which was the flip through, I think I would like this for the middle actually. So I have just finished working on, you guys, one more thing, sorry, I'm going to pause this thought or hold this thought, and I think I need a little bit of color. So what I have here, not in a great state, but I'm just going to take pieces of this. are my Vintage Rose collage sheets, which I printed on this thin copy paper, 60 GSM copy paper. And they are great because they don't add a lot of bulk. And I also think that they're quite vibrant for printing just on copy paper. I usually print on scrapbooking on a photo cardstock. But yeah, I think I'm going to take this and make maybe 2 pages for each of the journals out of this. So how do I do it? How do I do it? Let's see, I'm going to first of all cut this white edge. And then let's do 14 this way. I'm going to just fold it like this, and here it's going to be a little less than 14, but that's completely fine. And on this side we want no more than 18, so let's make it even a little bit shorter. So I'm keeping all of the scraps here on the side, and we may use them maybe to make some ephemera later for these journals. Okay. Yeah, I just was missing a little bit of color within those signatures, and I think these are going to look great. So let me add this here. Awesome. And this, so yes, so I was saying, oh yeah, so if you've seen my previous video, then you may know that I have recently finished working on a fairy journal collection, and so I am super excited to start a new journal collection. I do like to work with collections because, as I mentioned a lot of times before, first of all I like to do several things at a time, several journals, and it helps me to work faster, but it's also very relaxing for me to just repeat the same steps. So I can be creative when I make the first one, and then I repeat the steps, and this kind of keeps me relaxed. Okay, so it fits perfectly within our journal here. It fits perfectly in this gap between the postcards. So now let's see what we've got. We've got all of those different pages. I really like it all. Again, even in the small format, you know, all the papers have different textures and feels and sounds. Yeah, I do like it. So I actually think that I want to embellish them first a little bit. Or do I? Or maybe I want to bind it. Sorry guys, just thinking aloud. Maybe I want to bind it and then add some tabs here and there. And then we could make little pockets, maybe something like this to go in those. Yeah, okay, I think we are going to bind it first. So let me grab my things. I have my needle. And then, let's see. this white is going to work well. So thread, and then what else do I need? Needle, thread, I need my awl, and I need my book, which I use to poke holes, although I am going to, excuse me guys. Alright, I'm going to take this Amazon envelope to put underneath, because when I poke holes through this book, as you can see, it goes all the way through, and I don't want to poke even more holes in my desk than I already have. Okay, so the way I'm going to do it, the way I always do it, with a single signature like this. Well, I usually measure things, but I'm not going to do it this time to show you that you don't have to measure everything. So I am going to clip those pages together though, because it's so much easier when it's not all moving. And now, right side up, I'm putting it within my cover, making sure it's not too low, not too high, making sure it's exactly where I want to have it. Actually, I think I'm going to clip the whole thing together. Okay, I think this is how I want it. So, clipping the whole thing together. I'm taking my awl and kind of eyeballing where the where the middle is. I want to make 3 holes. We are going to use a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I'm going all the way through, as you can see, through the spine and through all of the pages, and then I'm making a second hole below this one, and above this one a third one. Yep, awesome. Now, needle and thread, and I'm going to take more than I need, so I would take at least 3 lengths of my cover, because I want the strings, I want them to be long after I bind it, so I can maybe add some beads to them, something like that, some little decorations. Sorry, off camera, I'm just threading it through my needle, and I am going to actually start from the outside. What this is going to do is my threads at the end will stay outside here, and I will add some charms and beads to them. If I started from the inside, they would be here inside. So that's, you know, that's up to you. So I'm going through the middle hole. And am I going to be able to thread it, or do I need a little bit of help? Yeah, I think I have a bit of a too thick of a needle. Okay, leaving it long here. But I do like this needle, so I'm going to make it work. Okay, so I'm going through the top hole now, then all the way back, or the way down, sorry, to the bottom hole, and I just want to make sure that I go through, oh, here, I go through the pages and the spine. Again, I'm going to use this to help me. And then I'm going back through the middle hole, making sure that my needle is next to the thread and not goes through it. Let's take this again. Awesome. Now I am going to make sure it is all tight. So first of all, I want threads on the either side of this here, and then I can just pull those threads, all of those, make sure my signature sits nice and tight here. I can see how it looks here. Pretty good. And then I am just going to make a double knot. Double knot. Like that. And as you can see, those are a bit long, which is great because I would definitely like to add a little bit of beads through them. And I love how the signature fits pretty much perfectly in the space that we left. So about 1/4 of an inch. As you can see, hopefully it's there. So this opens and closes comfortably and lays pretty much completely flat, which is what I was going for. Okay, so since we have this, let's maybe let's maybe add some beads. And I have a couple of boxes with beads here, and I need a few more because I got some beads that I ordered some time ago, and I really want to do like an organize and craft with me video with you guys, where I'm going to be organizing my beads and maybe also charms and metal things, because they are a mess right now. This is okay, but the rest of them are a mess. So I think I'm just going to pick and choose some beads that I like, that I think the colors work well with what I already have here. So maybe 3 beads like this. And then I could add some more. So what do we have on this side? A little bit of purple. So maybe this one, but first let's go with this beautiful silver one. And I get my beads in a variety of places. So some I get locally in craft stores, some I get online, and I get a lot of them from AliExpress in packs of well, more than just a few, because I use a lot of them for my crafting. I do like beads. Okay, now will I be able to? And that's why I like, where's my scissors? Where are my scissors? That's why I like to keep those strings long, because when it starts to kind of thread here at the end, I can just cut it and I still have plenty to go with. And some of those beads need a little bit of help, like that. So we would have this, and how about, we also have a little bit of green, but maybe that's a bit too many colors. So let's go with this. Yes. I'm going to do a similar thing for the second one, but I just think it looks so cute. So for this second one, let's start maybe with a bigger bead like this. Now this needs to be trimmed quite a lot. So I will have this. Then I would like the silver one because I just love how it shines. And then maybe a bead cap. And how about one like this? So this is like a... Not sure if this is going to work. This one is like a transparent one, but has a bit of shine to it. Sorry guys, just needed a bit closer to my face. But yes. So this worked really nice, and I'm going to tie the first knot slightly lower than on the other string to create a little bit of variation here, and then maybe a couple more. And so let's see, and we could have one more blue one. How about this? One, maybe this white. And yeah, I think that's it. I think it doesn't need anything more than that. I think it's super cute. Okay, now I'm going to just make sure these knots are tight and trim right here. So here it is. Now, since we are doing this, I think it would be a good time to perhaps make the closure. Yeah, why not? Why not? We still have time. We are pretty good on time, I think. So what I need is my other box. This one is with eyelets and my crocodile. And I'm going to, okay, this one I think I would perhaps prefer to measure. So let's measure on the outside. And I'm going to see where the middle is. So it's 15, so 7.5. And mark it on this other side here as well. 7.5. And then I'm going to punch a couple of holes where my measurement is. Okay. Now for the eyelets, I think for most of these I'm going to use just regular with this kind of vintagey old brass color. But for this one I actually have a few of those blue ones, so maybe I could use some of those. Well, this is pretty much perfectly the color of the sari silk, so let's go with this. And I would like another one for the other side. So cute. I think I need to get some sorry, just thinking, maybe I want another color actually, but no, it's fine. I think I need to get some other colors of eyelets. Okay, I love it. And what shall we tie it with? I'm tempted to go with eyelash trim because it's just the perfect color and I just love eyelash trim. I use it a lot. I think it adds awesome texture. Okay, I'm going to take this down. I think it's awesome texture. It's beautiful. It's so soft and just pretty. So let's see. Here's the end. So I think I'm going to need... I don't know if this will work because I'm not sure if it's going to be easy to open. We have to see. I haven't made a closure with just eyelash trim before. So I'm going to take two pieces, fold each one in half and thread through here. Do the same thing on the other side. Look at this. I love it. And so the idea would be to just make a bow with those. And so I can make a bow, but I love it. This is so cute. But will I be able... Oh yeah, it works actually. Will I be able to untie it easily without it tangling? Did it tangle already? No, it did not. Okay, I think I love it. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. So now what do we do? I'm thinking I would start with... I would love to add some decoration to the page edges. And I have... Let me check. I have this little pouch where I keep some clusters, and I think, yeah, some of them I made and some of them were gifted to me from Sophia, but basically we made clusters like this in a video before. So and I think because I have so many scraps, I think we are also going to be making some in a future video as well. But what my thought is that I would love to use some of those to decorate the edges of the pages. I'm just trying to see which color. We love this. How about, where is this one? This with the pink. Oh, I love this. Maybe this one. So yeah, I would just be adding those to the edges of some of the pages. So I think let's do it. And I will be using wet glue. So this is why I love having things made in advance. And that's why making things in advance is one of my kind of goals for this year, for my crafting, because it just makes making journal that much quicker. And also I just love making those things, and then I just love going through my stash and adding them to my journals. So that's a win-win situation, I guess. How about this? I really love how this purple corresponds, and there is a little bit of purple here as well. So I'm going to do that. I will also want to add perhaps some lace or fabric scraps. Somewhere on the edges too. Okay, how about this one? I like it. I'm just, after each one, I'm just giving it a couple of seconds to make sure that the glue is holding it in place. Yeah, I love it. And some of it is going to kind of stick out a little bit, which I think just adds interest to it. Ooh, how about something with, oh, maybe this one actually, because this color and then the yellow would just work great here next to this book page. So of course this adds a little bit of bulk to your journal, especially if you make clusters with buttons, but I usually don't care, to be honest. I love textural things, I love 3D things and decorations, and yeah, I don't mind chunky journals. So maybe one more, and I'm thinking here on this. Oh, I love this. This is really pretty. Maybe here. Okay, let's give it a moment. Really pretty. Okay, so the next step would be to take, whoops, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry you guys. I just knocked the camera totally. I'm just looking for my box of fabric scraps, and I totally don't see it. So basically when this happens, it's a sign that it's high time to do a little bit of cleaning up here in the room. But no, I mean, oh, okay. It was just next to me. Right. So I have this really pretty eyelet lace, I would call it. So maybe I will take 2 pieces of this and make little tabs. What else do I have here? I could also use this. This is a stunning lace, and I kind of think I can do 2 tabs out of this as well. So let's do this first, and I'm going to use my stapler to create those, because you know, texture. I do like staples. And I also have this really cool copper staples, so they even add some really pretty vintagey look. Maybe a second one here. I love it. So let's add one to this page. Look at this. How fun does it look? And where else? Where else? I'm thinking maybe here. This piece. Don't want to staple two pages together. Okay. I honestly love how these edges look now. I think this is so cute. So cute. Okay, so I think the last step for the next video, I'm going to finish the other journals and film the video immediately, so you guys hopefully will see it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But the next step is going to be making some ephemera pieces to go into those two pockets for all of the journals, and I have 5 journals, so this is going to be 10 ephemera pieces. And I think the easiest way when you want to mass make some ephemera is going to be by making little collage masterboards. So I think this is what we are going to do in the next video. But so far, let me just quickly show you what we've got done today. So we have our cute little journal, which is actually a journal now, not just a cover, and we added some beads here, which I really think just add just this little finishing touch to this cover, to the look of it. We have our eyelash closure, eyelash string closure, then the back, and then when we open it, look at this goodness. I really love it. We will have some journal card or a little tag here, and then we can just go through the pages, and I think I'm actually going to leave the pages as they are. Because the idea for these journals is that I'm going to gift them to the ladies who bought my fairy journals, and so the idea that I have in mind when making these is that this is the perfect size to just put in your purse, take with you anywhere you go, where you don't want to bring your big journal with you, or you know you can't really do it. Have it with you, jot down some things that you would maybe later would like to put in your big journals, sorry. And yeah, and you can have it always with you, or maybe this would be perfect for a little inspiration journal and adding your favorite quotes or something like that, or maybe just making lists, like to-do lists. I'm a big to-do list person myself, so yeah, I love it. I love it, and thank you so much for accompanying me on this fun little project. And like I said, I am going to now work on these 4 to bring them to this level of completeness. And when this is done, I'm going to come back and film the next part, which is going to be making ephemera. So again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, guys. I am wishing you a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Bye.